You're watching the Cannabis Broadcasting Group here at CBGtv.com. The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
You are watching the Three High Guys podcast on CBGtv.com.
What'd you think of that, Al?
Hey, did we ever figure out who was going to start the show?
No. I was just going to say, you start the show. It's your turn. I've done it 5 times, dude.
Oh, I know you have, but, you know...
I got one... hold on.
Yeah, that is fake news, isn't it?
Sometimes you got to make your own, right? So Paul is busy doing work stuff, stuck in a truck somewhere in Ontario.
Yeah.
So you got us. But if you're listening and you're really high, say hi.
Yeah, or if you're watching.
Okay, let me put the banner on.
Because we'll talk to you.
Maybe. It depends on who you are.
Well, yeah.
Okay, what am I doing? What are we doing now? The Three High Guys. Yeah, that's the one.
You're the Two High Guys tonight.
Oh, should I change that?
No.
You're watching the Two High Guys.
I'm only kidding. Yeah, I'm just getting some joints rolled.
What are you smoking? What are you rolling?
I didn't have any. Well, I got some Grape Escape here. But,
I love that.
But
that you grew?
Yeah.
So then I've tasted that.
I've been growing for 12 years now.
Cool beans.
Yeah. So I've got it. But what I've got sitting here beside me, I'm gonna try when I'm done rolling some doobies here. Do you remember when the ICC beside us? We had Tribal Garden,
which is Dale from my show's buddy from down home. Okay,
well there you go. So I'm gonna
try them.
Try this out.
As you know, Irene stopped in for a visit with her grandson and her daughter. That the splitting image. And
Ashley vibes.
Ashley, yes. And she left me with some Vior. Is that what it is? Vior,
yeah.
I quite enjoyed it. I still have a little shatter left, and she left me with some pre-rolls. Now, I have to say that I re-rolled the pre-rolls because I don't like pre-rolls. I don't like the way they're stuffed.
Oh.
And are
they too tight?
Usually by the time you get a pre-roll, it's overground and not packed in a way that it's not going to just start coming out of the filter when you start smoking it.
Yeah, I've never opened up a pre-roll. So
well, yeah, I just cut them open and re-roll them, but the smoke is nice. The different strains are really nice, and
the only ones I've seen all said premium cannabis, and I just they've all got the same strain, eh?
You know what, Al? Okay, I have this conversation with people all the time. Well, here, if you go to this place, you'll get AAA. Those ratings are ratings that whoever grew that weed has put on that strain. It's a AAA strain. Why? Because it's nice and fluffy. It puffs up nice. It gives you a good crystal, and you get really high. That's a AAA bud. Now they've got quads. Or elbows. Get an elbow.
What's an elbow?
I don't know, man. This is what I'm getting at. All this new lingo. Just roll the fucking joint and stick it in your mouth and shut the fuck up.
Smoke it, right?
Exactly. I was hoping
as I mentioned, I've got this.
Yep.
Now I didn't write the name on the back, but I remember it being some type of runts. And then I've got
runts.
As you know,
RUNTS.
Yeah.
Runts. Yeah, that's a nice strain. I've had that before.
And then, as you know, I got my friend Blaine, who's
I'm going to switch our cameras around.
Okay.
Now I'm
right,
looking
so we're
at you.
at each other.
If you can
Blaine,
tilt your head
Can't
just a
accent.
little bit when you talk to me, Al.
Pardon me?
If you can tilt your head just a little bit, then you look like you're looking at me. There you go.
Like
Perfect.
this?
Thank you.
I'm looking at my
I
microphone.
miss hanging out with you in person. That's the thing, eh?
So I've got a long history with advocacy work with people from Med Can Access, and Blaine and Teresa. Teresa's down in Jamaica with the Hot Box Jamaica down there.
Yep.
And Blaine's down there as a CEO of Itopia Life out of Jamaica.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, well, I went looking. I picked up an Itopian hoodie there at the Can Expo, as well as a T-shirt.
Which will be at, what, next month?
No, it's not till March.
Oh, okay. So we'll be there in March. Anyways, go ahead.
And so I was in Peterborough on
miss
Saturday. Gail was going to do some shopping.
Yeah.
So I looked across the mall. I was standing there on the side of the road smoking a joint off the mall property.
Of course you were.
And I looked over and I said, "Oh, look at that! There's a cannabis store. Maybe I can go in there and get some Itopian." So I went in and went into the store, and it was Miss Jones. I think that's just what it's called. And I went in there, and they asked me if I was looking for anything, and I had the hoodie on. I said, "I'm looking for some Itopian," and they said, "Oh, I don't know. We'll have to look into that." So they went on the computer, and they didn't have any on stock. And then the lady behind the counter, she says to me, "Well, we don't have any, but the store downtown does."
In Toronto.
She went to a website called Hi Buddy, and you can put in brands or strain names or whatever, and it'll tell you what store it's located at.
Well, that's the same. What was that big website?
Read it, Wiki?
No, that's what I thought. No, but yeah.
So then,
Hey, Blue Moon.
so they told me it was.
It's actually Hi Al, not all.
Al. So I grabbed. This is all they had. It's from Itopian Life. It's Itopian. It's called Cherry Juice.
Ooh.
It's got. It says it's got 3 terpenes.
Is it a pre-roll or a nug?
Nug. It's only other than the Karma Cup Kit. This is the first time I've bought any cannabis in a pouch.
There you go.
And I use clear baggies, right? Mycerine, Carrie Fallen, and one Ferrocene, and there are anti-inflammatories and antibacterial terpenes. And I'm going, all right, because I can't. As a person with Crohn's, I'm not allowed to take anti-inflammatories.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This I did not know.
So that is a way of doing it naturally is finding these terpenes. Now that I know, I'm gonna get when I get my own product tested, I'll get some a read on the terpenes and find out what I've got in my own.
Why can't I find where my name is? We don't have our names up, Al. Why?
Don't we?
No, and it's really messing me up. Ooh, I can do touch up my. I'm just going while I'm listening to you. I'm going through. Oh, that makes me look nice and frosty. How's that look? Is that all pretty? Does it look like
it could
I have
be
makeup
out
on?
Here. There's a toggle switch.
Yeah, and I can't find
I just did it. See that? There it is.
Oh, I found it.
No, I already did it.
Oh, thank you. I should take my last name off so that it's just Al and Al.
Yeah, that's all I've got is Al.
Well, you're actually all.
21% THC. It's a hybrid, so I'm gonna check them out tonight. I just got to finish rolling up what I've got here, ground up.
So what I've got going on is I have some 4 different strains that I took one nug equally, one of each, about a gram of each, and I got a whole pile sitting here that I mixed. I like the feeling of everything mixed together. One of the strains that's in there is White Russian, which is a derivative of White Widow, which gets me a little bit, that's what we are, Blue Moon, 2 L's.
Yeah. Just I was gonna say, Blue Moon says hi, and he agrees. 2 L's, too funny. Yeah, yes, exactly. Al and the other Al. Depends on who's talking. Depends on who's who. So I'll give them a shot. Now, what else we got here?
I had, you know what? I had something loaded
I know
up.
we should.
I was looking. I was looking through my save stuff that I've got here, but now I can't. Okay, here's 3 High Guys show stuff. Go on. What you were saying?
Okay. Well, the last time we had a live broadcast, right? We did. We were doing sampling of the Karma Cup.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. Well, when we had the ladies on with us.
Yep. And then Sarah the following week.
Yeah.
Or the
correct.
Following show.
Okay, now, as you know, let's see, hang on. They've released. Oh yeah. Okay, that's what I want. They've released what everything was. Now the actual winners announcement won't be until next Monday, right? But they've released what what everything was.
Yes.
So, for example, indica dominant. That's what you and I had, Al.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
So you can see there what each one was.
Let's make it big, Al. Here.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. All right. So you can see each strain, the companies where they came from. There's a Runts peanut butter shuffle. The names sound interesting. What I'm curious at is I like to be able to see my judging report because I didn't keep a copy of it.
Me either.
No. So I'd like to know because there was a couple I said I'd probably buy. So
the Runts one here is that one of the ones that you
got here with me?
Hang on one sec.
Tito. Okay, so there's the indicas. Here's the hybrids. We'll just let that scroll by there.
So I read the on the 18th is the Gala Cup, the Karma Cup, and I read that this is a licensed event, meaning this is all legal providers, LPs, legal weed people, not the legacy market, although there will be consumption allowed, and but there will not be any sales.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah. So she if this works out, she's basically getting a Karma Cup setting with legal providers, which is kind of cool if it works out.
We'll see how it all works out.
Yep.
It's the when it comes to consuming, whether it will be outdoor or will it be indoor? Because I know that I don't know where the location is. I just know there's that place there.
Hold on.
Research where people can smoke.
Hang on 1 minute. They're not releasing the actual location. until I think probably Thursday, 12 o'clock is usually what happens there. Let me just look here. One second. If I haven't already, I knew I wasn't going, so I may have, deleted it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for? Maybe I know what it is.
I'm looking for the email I got from Sarah.
Oh. Okay.
About the.
I seen something posted. Was it posted? Maybe it was in an email. I'll have to check mine.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. But anyways, it's in the Bathurst and DuPont area. But they're not, like I said, they're not saying the actual location, and they've said right in the email where it is, the area. So yeah, it's at this new lounge probably that is a research facility.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is where it's located at.
But I don't know, and you'll find out on on the 18th when you go.
I'm trying to remember what else you said. Was there music going on?
I think there's some music, some presenters. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna switch the screen here. We've gone from the hybrid category. Here's the sativa category.
It's time to renew my license, Al. Sorry, I just got an email.
Oh, did you? It'd be from the signing clinic or something?
No, from my license, my driver's license.
Oh,
Service Ontario.
Oh, driver's license.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like these company names I haven't even heard of before.
Yeah, there's a few there. Well, of course, Tweed is there.
Yeah, I saw that they have.
Oh, here it is, right here.
Bud, I've heard
I found it. I found it. Near it's Ossington and DuPont area. Like I said, the address will be released 24 hours prior to the event, so Monday night or Sunday night. Formal wear is not required, but there's nothing wrong with looking sharp. So doors open at 4. There's an artistic joint sesh at 4:20. Awards ceremonies at 6:30. 9 p.m. Lights on. Everybody out. Some of the brands attending will be Royal Cannabis Supply, Coast Mountain Cannabis. I can't Mauve Herbs. I can't speak French.
I'm looking at it right now. Then the sativa is yellow dominant.
Okay.
Where's my bike?
MTL Cannabis, Tweed, Alberta, Bud, Cali One Spliff, Freedom Cannabis, Color Cannabis, Green Seal Cannabis, a lot of cannabis. Green Joy, Sublime Culture, Q West. I've heard of Tweed.
Well, I've heard of Alberta Bud because somebody from them wrote me, like, I'm going to say 2 years ago, and I wasn't in communication with them. They actually sent me somebody to be a guest, and that was Irene Donahue. I believe that's who it was. And she came on to the show and talked and had an interview with her, and then there was a lady by the name of Carrie I was communicating
I'm
with.
surprised I don't see Shatterizer's name on here, because they are in the legal market now with their Shatterizer brand, as well as the device. So
yeah, well, they don't have
they have weed now too.
They're not involved in the competition because there's no concentration.
No, but they have. I mean, that's going to be there because they're usually involved in stuff like that. You don't see the brand. What I'm getting at is you don't see the brands that we know anymore at these events.
Yeah. Okay, there's pre-rolls. They're floating around there.
That's what Irene had.
Yeah, that's what Irene had. Or was it Irene had them? Yeah,
Irene and Cindy had the pre-rolls. I think Cindy got everything.
So she did. She got everything. Okay, I just gotta stuff my tube here. All right, I think We are done there. So those were all the different strains and the companies that were involved in those packages.
Yeah.
Now, I seen something there today. I was reading. It said something about 5,000 judges. So that tells me that there may have been a possibility that there was 5,000 kits that were put together.
You know what? I don't see any of that. I didn't find that email. But I'm going to keep this email until.
I saw that on the website earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I was getting ready for the show. I got to add a little water to my bong.
All right, I can close my emails now.
Close your emails off. All right. What else I got on my list here? Oh, yeah. Examples. Oh, yeah.
Why the hell would they save a post called "I hear my patio chair is blowing all over the place," which was my post, but I didn't save that post. My saved. Come on now, Facebook.
Somebody did? Or you don't know?
I don't know.
I'm heating up my email so I can cough. You'll have to talk.
1949.
While I catch my breath. I hear a door. I'm going to move you a little closer.
Move me a little closer to the door.
I'm out here on the table. I'm on a pine coffee table. What are you doing?
I'm going to show you something.
Okay, sure.
Might get in trouble for this, but I don't care.
Our family bought its first television in 1949, and we all gathered around and plugged it in. And that very night, we saw Milton Berle doing a television comedy news skit. And people have been doing television comedy news skits ever since. And what you're about to see may be the last comedy news skit, at least the last one on our show. I can't speak for other shows. And now that may seem like a very foolish promise,
Do you
but
remember
I think
the
it's something
Smothers
we're going to
Brothers,
keep,
Al?
and for one very good reason.
Huh? Yes,
Because
yes.
nobody does this sort of thing any better than hippy-dippy George Carlin.
He says...
Oh, good evening. Good evening. Always coming out of the shade
sorry,
like that.
You do it.
Welcome to the nightly news. First story is a tragedy from here in Hollywood. Legendary silent film star Mark Dunbar died today. He had no last words. However, he did make several gestures. The Nobel Prize in Mathematics has been awarded to a California professor who has discovered a new number. The number is Bleen, which he claims belongs between 6 and 7. The San Diego freeway was the scene of a freak accident today as 6 freaks in a camper crashed into 3 freaks in a van. Well, you know what that means. That means we're going to Rome.
All righty.
All right.
Yeah, I miss George Carlin. He was a funny dude. Anyways, I wanted to share that, and that was from Facebook. And if you just look up Smothers Brothers, George Carlin, you'll find it. Why are we sitting up there? Look at that, Al. Look, we're just sitting up there in the corner, all quiet and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I made
over.
I made a fake news thing, so that I could just go fake news, just
Okay. All right, my bong is heated up. Or my email is heated up.
Again, if you're looking for 3 high guys, you're getting only 2 tonight.
You're only 2 of us. One of us is stranded on the road someplace.
There, we'll make us bigger. There we go. Okay. Hi, Al. I'll kiss Al on the cheek.
Hi, Al. Hey, you still got supper on your chin?
Do I?
Take another look. All right. Okay. What do I got here? I've got some electric Eskimo extracts.
That you squished?
No.
Okay.
This was passed on to us at the ICC. It almost looks like diamonds, granular. It's chunky. Okay. All right. Time for a dab. Got a dab? Oh, you got a joint in the rose clip there.
I got. You know what? I've got two shatterizers going. One has FICO in it, which is full extract, if you're wondering, and the other one has I can't remember what strain in it.
That's good. We need token music.
Token music. I'm afraid to put any kind of music on these days, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Opinions expressed during this show are those of the individual participants and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of their associated organizations.
What? Oh, Al's frozen.
No, I'm not. I was.
You were.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Wait,
get a little dance music.
I'm having a mix of four different things that I like the combination of, and Al is having dabs. Coughing music.
Exactly. Wow.
That's creepy. That's like
Is that?
running away from Freddy Krueger movie music.
Oh.
This is called Feeding the Ducks. All right, it's enough of that crap. Welcome to the Two High Guys.
Wow. Well, I just knocked my Q-tips everywhere, man.
Why would you do that?
Well, because I wanted to play 52 Q-tip pickup.
You can't use those now, dude. They're all used now.
Yeah, I guess it'll just burn off any fuzz in my e-nail, would I?
Last time I was in here working, the day that I did this one.
The opinions of the individual.
I dumped over a quarter of weed on my rug, and I looked down and I went, do I pick it up? Do I leave it for the dog and the cat? Or do I vacuum it up?
Oh.
I vacuumed it up.
I see our friend Blue Moon has a question for you.
I said a mix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a mix of stuff. What about, and you have, he could have been asking you too?
Well, it could have been. My doobies are grape escape.
So this guy right here is MIA today.
He's somewhere. But we know he's safe.
Well, we can hope so.
All right. That mess cleaned up. Okay.
I still haven't found the stuff that I saved for us to talk about.
Oh, haven't you? Well, I got a story for you.
Oh God, story time here on what show are we doing? Three High Guys.
Three High Guys. Yeah. I had recently had to take in a prescription for a dog into the drugstore. So I took the prescription into the drugstore, and they said it would be half an hour. So I said, all right, I'll go for a walk. So I walked the length of our main street, smoked a doobie, looked at the farmers market that was going on down there, and then made my way coming back towards the pharmacy. And I thought, well, hey, there's a store I haven't been into in a while, and I go in and see what's new. Maybe there's something in there that I'll just, buy off an impulse. So in I went, and it was a cannabis store. I went into the store, and I was greeted, like always, pleasantly and nice, and asked what I was looking for, and I said, well, tell you the truth, I said, I'm waiting to pick up some drugs at the drugstore, but I haven't been in here in quite a while, so I just thought I'd come in, take a look around, see what was new, and see if there's something that, it's like an impulse buy, just see if there's anything that interests me. So, all right. So away I went, started looking at some stuff in the displays and reading some things, and some customers came in, some customers phoned in and stuff. In between them, I had a conversation with the employee at the counter and talked about, they had, for example, they had a grow tent in there, and I noticed that they had, regular house plants growing away, and I suggested clomies. And I looked up clomies so I could show them a picture of the leaf and how it was similar to a cannabis leaf. And then that way people might think it's a cannabis plant unless they look really close, right? And so I had, there was one more thing in my mind that I wanted to look for, and that was some cannabis from, I think it's called Stonehenge, which was Great Gardener's Farms stuff. And before I could do that, I heard, hey, Al, are you going to buy anything? I heard that from behind me, so I turned around and I started to explain what I was doing as I explained when I went into the store. And I was interrupted, and then I was told that I was loitering and I had to leave.
Really?
Everybody's responded the same way.
Are you serious? Yeah. He said to you by name.
Yeah. Yeah, they knew me. I've been in the store lots of times.
And they asked you to leave because you were looking around.
Yeah, I was in there for anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. I never looked at my watch. I just know that when I left the drugstore, they said half an hour. And when I looked at my time on my phone, that half an hour was up. And I was just going to look for that one more thing and then leave. So, I was only in there for anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes, maybe 12 minutes, reading the stuff that was on there and having a conversation.
And
just like I do at a lot of other stores.
I guess you won't be going back to that store, eh?
So there's.
I guess you won't be going back there.
That's what everybody says to me too.
That's a little ridiculous. I understand that they have a lineup and they can only allow X number of people in the store at the same time. So they want you in and out. They don't want you lagging about. But that's not cool at all, as Blue Moon said.
Yeah. So I went into 2 other stores after that in a different place, and had, like I was talking about, the Itopian product. I went in. This was a couple of days later. I went into this store in Peterborough. They didn't have any Itopian, but they looked up for me where I could find it, and we had conversation, talked about different stuff. I gave them my business card. I gave them the CBG card. Talked about CBG. Wow. Had a real good conversation, and then left there and went down to the other store where they told me where it was available. I was in there and told them what I wanted when I went in, and one guy looked it up, and I had a conversation with another guy.
I'm in there, when I go into I know the owner here.
Yeah.
It's a small town, so,
Right. Well, I was the same way.
If there's nobody else waiting to come in, what's the harm of a conversation or even looking around? That's why they have signage. That's why they have open cases that you can look in, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and I know that I've been doing this for a long time, so I know when people are coming in and out, you try not to, don't interfere with the business end of things.
Exactly. That's what you want to say the name of the store?
No.
Oh, come on. I would say the name of the store, I would.
No, I'm not trying to cause any shit or anything, but this was an experience that it surprised me, and it surprised people when I got home and I told them, and anybody who I've talked to have said the same thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, jaws have literally dropped.
Yeah, that's, I've gone into a store and that I go to I used to go to all the time, and then I went in and somebody new was there, and I didn't particularly like their attitude, so I didn't go back.
Right? Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah. Like all it takes when I want to go get smoke at a legal store, I want to go in, have a conversation about what I might want to get as much information about the strains that this person that's selling it is willing to give me, and then I make my choice and I leave. But I'm not in there more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not like a doctor's appointment. You only got 10 minutes and then you're out to fucking hall.
The where I bought this stuff, like when I walked in, they asked me what I wanted, what I was looking for, and that was, basically I got that. I would say every store I go into, as far as cannabis stores.
Wow, that blows my mind.
Hi, how are you? It worked. Actually, one store that I went into, before I even grabbed the door handle, the person on the other side was already opening it.
Canna Cabana is like that. They're very, they're usually very personable. They have somebody standing at the door. They'll usually open it for you. And they're opening up stores all over the place. I've been to one in Thunder Bay. I've been into several in Toronto. We had I think the CFO on.
Ever been in?
Are you getting an urgent news brief, Al? Because you're frozen. Just so you know. I'm alone. Alone here. Hello. Unfreeze, please. All right. We're going to run a commercial since Al's froze. We'll be right back. Oh, and now we can't because Al loaded it. Funny as that is. Isn't that funny? Righto. I know you are. He'll be back. We'll be right back.
Harlequin is an ultra-diverse combo hybrid that is brimming with all sorts of superpowers. Boasting a really high CBD level, around 1 to 15%, which is a clear indicator of its medicinal abilities. It is also why this strain is a favorite among doctors who are looking to prescribe something potent for the fight against chronic pain. Cherry OG is appealing to users with a strong sweet tooth. It is cherry-flavored with hints of ripe strawberries and a subtle tinge of sour diesel that entices the palate. But that is not all. The potent strain contains THC levels between 19% to 22% and is a perfectly balanced hybrid with equal parts sativa and indica.
White Sumo, a rare slightly sativa-dominant hybrid strain. 60% sativa, 40% indica, created through crossing the classic Sumo target with white OG strains.
Banana Mac, also known as Banana Miracle Alien Cookies, is a slightly indica-dominant hybrid strain 60% indica and 40% sativa, created by crossing the delicious Banana Kush with Miracle Alien Cookie strains. Are you a cannabis content creator? Are you looking for a place to have your content seen? If you answer yes to both questions, then you need to check out CBGtv.com.
CBGtv presents another Bud Break here on CBGtv.
Bubblegum. It took several years to finally come up with a stable bubblegum strain with the typical sweet odor and euphoric high. Now this strain got its name for its smell, which is just like the pink bubblegum. This strain was able to acquire a quick reputation for its sweetness. It has a mild taste with a bubblegum flavor, both during the inhale as well as the exhale. It is an indica-dominant hybrid, 80% indica, 20% sativa. THC is anywhere between 15 and 19%.
Australian Bastard Cannabis, ABC, or pronounced in Spanish.
This is a unique strain of cannabis that is specific to Australia, having structural and growth characteristics that are distinct from any other known cannabis variant. Check it out. Notably, it does not exceed 5% THC.
What is CBGtv? It's a group of like-minded broadcasters coming together for a purpose. That's to help educate people on the benefits of cannabis and its lifestyle.
Hello again. Can't hear you. You can hear me. What'd you do? Did you break it? See, I'm here talking to myself again. Fake news, fake news. I see your lips moving, but you can't come in. So hi, what's everybody doing? How's it going? If you're listening, say hi. Say hi. Al's trying to figure out what's going on, obviously. Why don't you leave and come back in, Al? That might help.
Hey, what happened?
What happened? Hey, what happened? What happened? What happened?
Not hearing a thing, man. All right, we'll go back to this.
Are you a cannabis content creator? Are you looking for a place to have your content seen? If you answer yes to both questions, then you need to check out CBGtv.com.
Ashweed, not to be confused with hash weed, is also known as ASH, which is an acronym that stands for Afghan.
Are you good now, Al? Dang.
I think so. Holy smokes, man! I haven't had that issue in a while.
It's
all of a sudden my internet went down. I still don't. I still don't have my internet, and I'm on my data, and I'm on my phone, and the data's not the problem. It's the phone. When I get my notification, I could go get my cord at that time to plug it in. But that's all of a sudden, bang. And then when I came back on my phone, it wouldn't. I didn't have any audio.
I don't miss that at the farm at all. You know, when I first got there, it was great. I had 80 gigs a month. I could watch movies all night long. I could do shows all week long and hang out with David. And then remember we had that blackout. It was like about a week. And when everything came back on, the internet was foobarred, I think, because it got taken out. Right? There was a mechanical issue or something that affected it during the storm, and it was never okay again. Now, granted, I mean, using a cell phone in a mobile is, basically having a phone on in a Faraday cage. Right. So
yeah.
I don't miss that. Here I have Shaw high-speed fiber that's now Rogers. So I've gone from Rogers to Rogers.
Right. Yeah, I'm on Starlink here, and this guy first time that's.
So, we haven't talked about that in a while. Are you enjoying it? Is it working out? What kind of speeds are you getting? Come on, tell me. I signed up for it way before Al did. I was on the fucking waiting list. Then I sold the farm. Then they told me it was available. So,
it's been working great. This is the first time that it's let me down. As far as speed, you know what? I never check because I never have a problem. Everything is always, it's 120% better than what I was using before.
Yeah.
So I was never worried about speed. It was just making sure that it's working. It is Blue Moon. It is as far as the equipment right now. Depending on where you are, you can get a good sale price. Which is a really good price, but yeah, your monthly fees are higher than normal. I would
about
say
$160, right, a month.
Yeah, with your taxes, yes. Yeah.
And that's dropped from the original $7 that they said it would be.
Well, it's $760 or something for the package if you buy it. Depending on where you live, if you're rural, you can get it depending on the location, you can get it as cheap as $200 for the equipment.
Yeah.
But yeah, then your package is basically $160 a month, which I can see people calling that expensive. Especially when. Well, we were on exploring it, and it was something like 110 or something. Right?
I still have issues here. I've gone, a few hours without internet, but that's what happens on cable. That's what I have. Right? But all I have coming into the house, like I've already chopped out all my Bell lines. It's like Bell no more. Not while I'm alive, anyways. See ya. I got these boxes fucking looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. So I just, when I'm painting that room, I just chop them out, right?
Right. Okay,
I don't know. I honestly don't know when the last time I had a Bell telephone was.
Oh, a landline? Last time I had a landline.
I guess it would have been Durham.
Was 6 years ago.
Durham, I guess, would have been, which is about 6 years ago, yeah. And, my sister kept her landline in her apartment until she moved. They have one at the house as well, but she doesn't even use it. She uses her cell phone for data because she has to pay for it to keep her Toronto number. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Tribal Gardens, this sample here.
And you don't know what it's called?
It's something Runts, yeah.
Purple Runts?
I should have wrote the name on it.
Purple Runts, maybe?
But it smells really yummy. Smells really, really good.
That's the one thing. One thing I don't like about ordering weed online is it's usually not AAA. The odor isn't the same. It's not a pungent, yummy smell when you open the bag. It smells like weed, but you don't get the distinct, oh, yeah, that's blueberry. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, this is from a legacy grower, Tribal Gardens. Never been
he has to look at it every time he forgets.
Never had to go to an event before, and he went to this one. First time he ever entered, and he came home a winner.
Awesome.
He got himself an ICC cup. Living Organics is how he grows.
So I have a question for you, Al. Have you ever?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever gone into your grow room and had male plants explode all over you?
No.
All of my greenhouse plants seeded, and my last two plants that I thought were Hermie were male. And I went in there yesterday to chop them down, and the minute I just grabbed a hold of it, it just went poof all over me. It was like somebody dropped. Seriously, it was like somebody dropped a bag of Coke on the ground. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah. So all the soil that I've got in there now, I'm going to put into a big keg thingy there and mix it all up, and I'm going to leave it in the greenhouse for a while until next year when I'll use it, and then I won't have to worry about those puff balls anymore.
Yes, just so you know.
But it was very upsetting.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Oh, I have to go get a power cord, man.
Oh God!
I just got notification that my battery's gonna die, so I'm on the run.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll play this thing. I'll play this thing some more until you come back.
Okay.
Skunk Haze. This is an indica-dominant hybrid strain that was created through crossing Afghan haze with Afghan skunk. Ash takes its parents and blends them beautifully, leaving you with a relaxing and happy high. It's great for kicking back at the end of a long and stressful day. Quite honestly, the euphoria is definitely a creeper. It washes over you slowly with numbing effects and then lulls you into a nice, relaxed state that's slightly sedative. As the euphoria continues, you're going to find yourself falling deeper and deeper into a pleasant, hazy, introspection-type space. It'll leave you sleepy and spacey. Thanks to these effects and its powerful 15 to 20% average THC level, ash is often chosen to treat conditions such as chronic stress or anxiety and chronic pain. It has a sweet, fruity berry flavor with a hazy skunk exhale that's incredibly smooth. The smells are very pungent and skunky, with a notable fragrant floral effect. It makes for the perfect fusion of skunk and haze.
Me as well, Blue Moon. I like a sativa because it works the other way. I have ADHD, so
Thank you for watching A Bud Break here on CBGtv.
All right, I hope you learned something there. Hi, how are you? We're back. Welcome to the Two High Guys. I'm Al.
I got my phone plugged in.
And that's Al over there. Well, but, okay, so we've had this conversation elsewhere, but we haven't here. His name is Alan with 2 L's. It's All, not Al. Did you see my play on words in my post this morning?
No, I didn't.
No.
I saw something about play of words. Actually, I saw it here in the thread. Blue Moon was saying something about play of words.
He was playing with words earlier.
Yeah, what's he saying here? What sounds good?
He smells good. Something smells good in there. Yeah, my place smells good right now. Except for the cat. The cat comes in and takes a shit every time I come in here and do a show.
Well, what's this? Tells you what she thinks of you, or he thinks of you.
Yeah. He'll be coming in about 10 minutes for food. Meow.
He's gotta get the next job ready for you.
He'll be in a minute. You watch. He'll be in and he'll be like,
"Hey, what happened?"
Yeah, that's what I said about 15 minutes ago when my internet died.
I know. I pushed that button when that happened.
Hey, what happened? And so, when I ran in the house, the same thing. Gail said, "Yeah, the internet's dead." So, okay, new Cali smells good. That Cali mist there.
Sorry, I was just doing a flashback segment.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I was wondering. I was asking Blue Moon if that was Cali he was talking about. I used to have a puppy by the name of Callie, and she was named after Cali Mist. She was a German Shepherd.
Oh, yes, I met Callie.
Yeah, you met Callie.
I've slept with your dog, Al.
Yeah, I know. She's fixed.
She has a wet nose. Just saying.
So
does mine.
New York Diesel crossed with Cali Mist is what he's smoking.
I'm really enjoying mixing strains lately, Al.
It gives you like a 957.
It's a different buzz, because I have ADHD and a mood disorder. I have to be very careful. I don't want to have a bipolar moment on anyone. Al's seen a few.
Yeah.
But because when I get revved up, and if I'm smoking something that I shouldn't be smoking, there's that classic trigger, right?
Yeah.
And fortunately, psilocybin counteracts that, which is fucking awesome. But I find that some like a White Widow, angry weed, I can't smoke it. But I've got some white Russian that I'm mixing with other things, and it's fine. But if I smoke the White Russian on its own, I'm like, you know what I mean? like Irene. Irene must have been smoking a sativa today. She was fucking hyper.
I don't know what she was smoking today. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Because she smokes so many different strains. So I don't know what she's smoking.
How the hell are we supposed to get anybody to listen to the show when you got crickets in the background? It makes me want to fucking fall asleep.
Well, what can I say? I mean,
I missed
rural,
that. The first show I did at the farm, I invited everybody over, and we did it in September, it was like 10 degrees outside. We were all huddled around the fucking fire doing a show. Mary Jane was there. You were there. I was there.
Yeah.
Tim was there. Who else was there?
Wasn't Mary Jane in her onesies, I think?
Oh, she's always in her onesies.
Oh, is she?
She changed on Friday. She changed in the middle of the show.
I won't ask.
We started having striptease on the show, you know.
Well, I was going to, that's what I'm not asking. Like, this tastes good, too, just so you know. Tastes good there, Tribal Gardens.
There you go.
Oh,
well, that's
I see Blue Moon has problems with White Widow as well.
Yeah, I'm going to put that up there. This is the thing.
Really?
Cannabis in its it will raise your blood pressure.
No, it'll lower your blood pressure.
Does it? Some people say it raises it as well.
See, I was reading a Treating Yourself magazine while I was waiting for my doctor to show up, and my doctor was away, so I had a temporary doctor that came and saw me, and and that doctor, when I told her what I was reading, she told me that cannabis lowers your blood pressure. And my blood pressure was only like 85/52 or something, and she says, well, that's why. And I said, what can I do about it? And she says, well, just let us know when you faint. Because I compared it to high blood pressure. They gave me medication for high blood pressure, right?
Yeah, they just call it hypermesis or hypermesis and send you home with an aspirin. That's what they did to me. I thought I was having a fucking heart attack because I smoked some White Widow.
Yeah.
And it you go through, like I've overdone it. I've greened out, as they've called it, a few times. One from 600 milligram cookies that I ate at the lounge. It's not fun. And if you start having chest pains on top of it, it gets scary. And I went to the hospital, and the first thing they said was, you smoke cannabis. Yes. So you're suffering from what they call hypermesis.
The CHM or whatever they see.
Which is the same thing as being on your period or something. I don't know. There's an equation that women go through it or something. I don't know. I'm not being an ass. I'm serious. But
yeah, okay. All right.
The first thing out of my mouth was, you know what? Don't give me that shit. I talk about cannabis daily with people. I've been doing it for 20 fucking years. And she just clammed up. No more on the hypermesis.
Yeah,
I told her. I said.
Is that right? Yeah. Blue Moon says I used to smoke, but now I stay away from White Widow. So
me as well. But
they don't smoke anymore. I've smoked. It was more of the sativa.
It is. I believe it's like an 80-20 or a 60-20 or an 84. You know what I mean? A 60-20 or an 80-40, something like that. But yeah, it's a hybrid. But it's you got to remember, somebody with a chemical brain imbalance, right? My serotonin levels are fucked, people. Okay. It can trigger other things if it doesn't agree with you, and it gets me going and revved up. And then if something happens, I'm like, I'll give you an example. Okay. We were puffing away one weekend. We had some White Widow, and then we started fighting with each other. All three of us started fighting. You know, kids are playing in the background. We're fighting. And then we smoked all the White Widow, and then we started smoking some other stuff, and it was like, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean what I said earlier. You know, it was like a total switch around. It was fucked up. It really was.
I always found that sativas, Gail always knew when I was smoking them. And I used to grow them like AK-47.
Well, because you get hyper, right?
Oh, I couldn't sit down. I hurt so much by the time the day was done because I couldn't stop doing anything.
Well, that's like yesterday. I went out and built another panel, and I'm doing it on my own, and you figure it out, right? But with my arm the way it is, I can't. So I have to come up with ways of doing it, and it's fucking tiring. I mean, I can barely walk my fucking dog these days. But so I did some mushrooms, and I smoked a bunch of weed, and then I went out there, I put some music on, and I just did it. And I keep a chair close. But, you know, it was easier when I was doing that for a living.
Yeah.
You know? I was running, you know, I at 350 plus pounds, I was jumping up fucking scaffolding and doing drywalling and boarding and ripping down houses, and now I can barely cut my fucking lawn, man. It sucks. Did you get a good toke there, Al?
Yeah, I did. I said, I see Blue Moon must have been talking about you here because he spelled it with an E. My name's not spelled with an E.
Mine is ALAN for the record. Al's is ALLAN for the record. So you got the Al and Al show.
That's a new one.
The Al and Al show. Yeah.
And Paul's away.
And Paul's away. We've done 5 shows, and Paul has missed 2 of them.
Yeah,
he has.
Well, he's a working guy.
Yeah, he's the one of us with a job.
Both times were work related.
Yeah, Al and I are retired. Kinda. Forcibly retired.
Yeah. I know in my case the body broke down.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm right behind you on that one, unfortunately. But I'm not dead yet. I've got 17 more panels of fence to do. We'll see how I feel at the end of the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Although the summer's already over, isn't it?
Well, we're in September, man. It's the 12th of September, middle of September. Just think, in another
month, there'll be snow here.
You will have snow.
Yeah. Maybe weeks. Maybe weeks.
I was going to say, you might have experienced snow about the next time that we get together to do this show, because that's in 2 weeks. You might have a little break here or there.
I'm hoping not, because my sister gets here on the 28th. Mm-hmm. And I don't want her to have to drive. It's a 3-hour drive from Thunder Bay down from the airport. So,
right.
I'm hoping it doesn't.
I see that Blue Moon. It says that they are about the same age as us.
I'm 60 on the 29th. Al is just over 60.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's getting closer to that retirement age of 65.
Dude, now there's talk they're going to raise it to 67 again.
Oh, I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah, I just saw something about that. You know, it seems that there were a lot of promises made, and then now the liberals are taking some of those promises back. It seems to me.
Well, they did lower it to 65. Blue Moon's 59.
Yes,
we
so
will still
all
be
the same.
summer. 60 in March, so not far behind you. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about going to 67. I know Lord.
The original age was 67. Then they put it down to 65, and now it's going back to 67. That's what I read.
No. The original age was 65 for decades.
Okay.
Stephen Harper and conservatives raised it to 67.
Okay, so that's what it was.
The liberals lowered it to 65.
And now whoever's threatening to come into office is threatening to put it back to 67 is what it is then.
whoever's threatening to come into office. Would that be the Conservatives?
I
again?
guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
I
really don't pay attention to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't even know why people are so pissed off at Trudeau. Man, he's cute. Leave him alone.
The cannabis news obviously is something that I pay more attention to, and knowing where, like whenever an election will be called, sometime in the next 2 years, I'll be looking at the parties to see what their platforms are on the cannabis.
We should start going to the news conferences again
and ask questions.
Yes, we should, because here's the funny thing, Else. We are actually accredited.
Yeah, go and be able to ask questions.
We used during the whole cannabis legalization ride that we've been on for the last 20 years or longer. We used to sit in on all of the Health Canada press conferences and announcements and stuff like that. And I even get emails inviting me to come and sit in now. So I think that's really cool.
I know, as far as on the pay stand, that's listed as one of our last radio broadcasts. When I go to the YouTube end of things, and it gives you choice of live stuff or just videos. The just videos are the last thing is that one of the Health Canada interviews. But I know that you and I were involved in one. Oh yes, you can, Blue Moon. I know you and I were involved in one where we got to ask questions.
You don't have to, but you have to put in to ask the questions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You mean they've changed the rules? You have to ask questions now if you're involved?
No, I'm just saying that we were able to ask a question.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, that's the good thing. I don't know how many people they have in these queues, but you call a number, they give you a password or a passcode, and you put it in, and you get into a queue, and you wait your turn. And if you have a question, you push a code on your buttons there, and they'll let you ask it.
Okay, I see Blue Moon's got a question there about seeds. I've turned my phone around because I'm looking for photos from the Indigenous Cannabis Cup, because there was a seed company that was there, and I took a picture of their information. So I'm looking for that information.
You can't get seeds. Okay. Where are you, Blue Moon? I can't remember. You told me the other night.
Dabs. There's some mushrooms.
I really like interacting with people. So, if you are listening to the show, even if you're listening to a show that we've already done and we're not live anymore, then, you can still type stuff. We get all the alerts, so, we're going to see it. We can hope, anyways. Texas, right. And cannabis is not legal in Texas yet, is it? Medical or recreational?
Oh. Is that where Blue Moon's from, Texas?
Yes. He was listening to our show on Friday as well. That's how I know Blue Moon. Yeah. But I forgot.
I think it's on my other phone. But I'm just
you can get seeds in the States from Canada. That's how Mark Emery got in trouble.
Being he's in Texas, I guess I'm not going to be much help to him anyways, because there was a seed company that was at the ICC. So I don't know if they're international or not. Now,
there are lots of good seed companies that you can order from in the States, even from Holland, from Amsterdam, and that you can pretty much get anything. Just go to a reputable seed source. Don't just order willy-nilly. Right?
Yeah. I could find that information.
I don't know. I don't know anybody in Texas that would be able to give you any advice on that. Amsterdam, yeah. First time I smoked a joint was I was 15 years old in a hash bar in Amsterdam, in the red light district, watching the shows in the windows. I love the 70s.
It was Atlas. Atlas something.
Seeds?
Atlas. I don't know if it was Atlas Seeds.
Oh, he's looking again.
Yeah, I'll go looking again. Yeah. When I got it this way, I'm looking. I just make sure I don't.
We did the 1970s European vacation thing in an orange VW camper. My mom, my sister, her boyfriend, my mom's boyfriend, and her son. We camped at nudist camps going from London down the Rhine, France, Germany, down to the French Riviera. So that was my life in the 70s, traveling around naked. Now Al does it all the time.
Okay, let me see.
What do they call it? Naturists now? Is that what they call?
Naturists, yes. That is...
Is that the binary code for nudie people? Naturist? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had a lot of good time when we were going to that place, but unfortunately people didn't like us being there, and instead of seeing a place that was well looked after, they now have a place that is overgrown with grass and everything.
We went to a place near Hamilton, a quarry, that's probably still there, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it was owned by a family, and you pay your $20 and you go in and you're there for the day, and they had campers and people camping there. I remember seeing buses decked out as homes and with monkeys and
Yeah.
It was
Blue Moon, I just thought of another company. Just let me I'm just trying to find them now.
Happy Hollow.
I don't know why.
We've got it's legal to bear breasts in Ontario anyways. Is it Canada wide or is it just Ontario? So you can go down to the beach and see a lot of breasts there, and then there is a nudist beach on the island, the Toronto Island, which Hanlon's Point, is that where that is, Al?
Yeah.
Which has been there since the 50s. I mean, that's been there forever, right?
Right.
And I think there might be a couple of others that have popped up along Lake Ontario as well. But I don't know if I'd want to go swimming in Lake Ontario, to be honest with you.
The one that I'm thinking of, there's one in Calabogie that we went to many years ago, and then there's I know of another one in Ottawa. I just can't think of its name right now.
Well, they have signs on the 401 going out towards just past Hamilton, and they have signs. This nudist beach, that nudist beach.
The Four Seasons had a sign out on the 401.
Four Seasons, yes.
Is now clothing.
Is it really?
It's clothing now. Yeah. The Ponderosa is the one, and they were both in the same general area.
Is the Ponderosa a quarry?
Pardon me?
Is the Ponderosa a quarry?
I've never been there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where Von and Hector were at. They were at one time before. Okay, Blue Moon. Let me see if I can. No. I was just going to try to see if I...
My nudist days are done. I'm old and fat. It just ain't happening anymore. At this point, I just end up sitting on my balls every day. That's all. So, I can do that at home.
Okay, Blue Moon. I can't. I can't. I can't find the spot where I can comment in here. I can see his comments. But being on the phone, it's all messed up. It's all different.
Oh,
hang on.
I thought you were on your laptop.
No, I still hasn't come back yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really,
that
man.
sucks, dude.
So I'm on my phone, so I continue to broadcast. But okay, let me just check. I'll just tell you the website's name as soon as I pull it back up again. Squeaky box. Okay. Let me just see. You're in the States. Let me see if they go to the States. That's my speed reading noises. Top sellers, new releases. 650 proceed. 650 proceed. Here. Can I do a share screen through my phone? I should be able to, shouldn't I? Sure can. Okay. Brand. Gas. Invite gas. More.
So while Al's looking for something, I'll just mention that next week, at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, you will catch a new episode of the Coverage Radio Show, and I believe it's 226.
226.
226 episodes that he's done.
Okay, I'm seeing invited
and
guests.
You know what? He could barely speak on that first episode.
Really?
Oh God, he's changed so much in his flow.
Yeah.
Right.
Blue Moon. I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm not seeing anything on their site about mailing to the States. Oh, hang on a second. I found a spot in the menu. It says it's listed as worldwide shipping. Okay. Free shipping. Free shipping to all orders. Why is that sad?
That was the Price is Right song.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I thought that was a. Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
Is this better?
Oh yeah, look at that. There's all kinds of information there. Okay.
Can't you show it?
I'm gonna send it to you, Al.
Okay.
So you can do that.
All right. On Facebook or here, just put it into our private thing here.
I don't see a private thing.
Okay, then whatever's easier. Facebook.
Oh, I see it. There it is.
All right.
Sorry. Oh, come on.
We're usually more organized than this.
Let me shorten that up because it wasn't the main page. I want you to go to the main page. Okay. You should have it now, right?
Yeah, it's loading.
All right. There we go. There you go, Blue Moon. Yeah, you can read the information.
Here, we can go like this.
Oh, there.
And do this for him. There you go.
Click. There you go.
I don't know if he'll see that. So if you don't see the link,
it depends on where Blue Moon's watching from, and I would say it'd be one.
He's on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
okay.
YouTube is both ways, I believe. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you went to your 420 Radio YouTube
As well.
But
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So let's look. Let's have a look. What did you want to know? Worldwide shipping. There you go. Worldwide shipping. There's your info right there. Oh, and they're in Havelock, dude. That's cool.
Yeah. That's why I went, oh, fuck. Yeah. That's what I caught on.
So Darcy is out of surgery. Good for Darcy. Awesome.
Good for Darcy. Blue Moon has bookmarked the location.
Awesome.
What time is it?
It is 8:26.
Okay, so I got enough time to roll another joint and smoke it.
Okay.
Now I want to. This time I'm gonna just so you know that.
Sorry, I'm looking at seeds now. I need seeds.
Yeah, but look at this. Look at the picture, eh?
That is some nice pictures. You know, one of the things that I hope to do as I get better at growing is also get a nice catalog of cannabis stuff. So I'm really upset, in all honesty, that I didn't even get a video or a picture or anything of the poofing that happened this week. Of the seed sacks going poof. And I should have, because I mean, you could it was huge, dude. It was like emptying my fucking knife tray.
Did I change the layout?
You did, Al.
Okay, sorry.
You bastard.
Alien Dragon, nice.
Tuna Kush and peanut butter. How much?
Yeah.
Let's see. Tuna breath. $6.50 per seed. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good price. This is outdoor.
Indoor
78 to 88 days flower time, and so these are regular seeds. Tell me what regular seeds mean, Al, please.
Regular seeds mean that they're not feminized. They could be a male or a female seed. They're not auto flowers. They're just regular seeds.
All right, let's see what they have. I need some good auto seeds. So let's see what they have here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dog wants in. Okay, good. I don't need to get up. Look at the pictures. Now, just so you know, I've got the Itopian in my hand here. The Tribal Gardens, that was very nice. I could taste it all the way through.
Prices aren't that bad, eh? $6.50 a seed, but that's for regular seeds, and I can't find anything where it says autos. I don't see any autos at all.
You may not have any autos.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm closing that now. I hope you bookmarked it. Bye-bye.
He's got it bookmarked. All right. I got into the package.
Some of those packages are hard to fucking open, eh?
Yeah. Am I hearing raining?
I hear it as well. So this is a nug that you're going to roll, yes?
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's not an overpowering smell, and the smell that I can smell is not anything nasty.
I'm not having any luck with seeds. I out of 22, 10 flourished, and all of them went seed or male.
Oh, yeah, all yours, eh?
Yep.
The bud.
So I'm going down into the greenhouse and or going out of the greenhouse and going into the house. I'll do it
There's another bud.
in a controlled environment with autos. That's, you know what? You can actually see the color, Al. Let me make it bigger here. You can actually see the color, the nice. Is it really tight? It looks like a tight nug.
It is a tight nug.
Awesome.
It is a tight nug. Yeah, I'm gonna break one.
This is
like
Al's first legal weed other than from the Karma Cup. This is his first legal weed because he grows.
Yeah, correct. I don't need to buy with cannabis.
I have a greenhouse because I'm up at the top of Lake Superior, very cold already. So I have a greenhouse that I was, luckily it all happened in the greenhouse. So I've already started some new stuff to put downstairs. So
good.
We'll see what happens.
I got next year's plants already started.
Well, you know what, Al? I have to figure out how to get into a regular system so that I can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop playing with buttons, Al.
Well, I was sitting there. I looked up when I was looking at myself. You were gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what were we talking about before I got playing with buttons?
Feminized in autos.
Oh yeah. I actually did. I grew three autos. They were a CBD plant, and I don't know what the lineage was of them, but I think I wouldn't doubt if Lowrider was in them because they weren't very tall. They were only like about 18 inches tall, if that, and they were completely done.
Really? I was gonna start them out in the greenhouse, but it's already dropping down. It's 9 degrees, 10 degrees in the greenhouse. It's going down to 1 and 2 in the middle of the wee hours, and then it only goes up to the warmest it's been since it started getting warm here is probably 25, maybe 27. That's it.
That was your high for the summer?
Yeah. And but 100% humidity will make it feel like 80, right? You know what I mean? So
no, a Blue Man feminized are as easy as auto.
Yes, yeah. I've heard. I just have to find some strains that I really want. I just grabbed a few autos just to get some in the box, so to speak. I have, I can't even remember what they're called. I've got them right here too. Let's see here. What do I got? They haven't even popped yet. Like they've cracked, but they haven't popped out of the soil yet. Let's see. What do I got here? I have Frosty Zen.
Oh.
And
I hope Frosty Zen is frosty.
I hope it's something. Oh, I just dropped one now. This one might not be anything now.
Uh-oh. Guess you didn't feel anything rolling around on the ground, eh?
Hard to tell. We'll find out, and if it doesn't work out, I'll try again. Okay, so now I can't even read my writing on here, but it's something melon. I don't fucking know. I am so fed up with this season that I just don't care at this particular point. And I'll get there eventually, I know, but it's frustrating. You know, like we're talking 4 months, and all of the floor max that I wasted.
Yeah.
And the time and energy, and about $200 worth of soil.
I see we're in Texas. It's still 32 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Well, Al's going to have that in Fahrenheit soon.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, I am right next door to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the other side of the river or the lake.
I'm crossing tie stick white with a. So he's doing some breeding as well.
Oh, cool.
I think he says I'm more only school, so I'm thinking he's probably saying I'm more old.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what she said. So what do you got going on this week on your side of things, Al?
On my side of things, what's today? Today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, earlier today we had the mushy moment, and we had token talks. That was this afternoon at dinner time. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we got Cannabis and Coffee with Marijuana, 2 p.m. with Cindy, and I'm going to mess up Cindy's last name, Heimerlich.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Dana's partner.
Yes.
And then tomorrow night, the Pace Radio show with Dave Johnson. And then on you don't know Dave Johnson?
No. New name.
And then on Thursday, we got the Psychedelics and Cannabis Educational News at 10 a.m. And don't forget CBGtv this week. Back to broadcasting. Saturday morning starts at 8 o'clock and runs all day long. 3 breaks in between each broadcast. Just think of it as a commercial that you're glad that you didn't have to watch. Allows you to go to the fridge or go to the bathroom, come back and catch some more.
Like we used to.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we don't turn the audio up on the commercials so that you can hear them when you're in the kitchen. Maybe we should do that.
We run some promo stuff in between our broadcasts, like our bud breaks, which are educational.
Yes, like the one we just did.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we've been running them tonight. Correct. Yes. Yeah. Well, I've been messing around with my internet and dealing with lack of. Oh, look at that! My internet's back on my laptop.
So, and then Thursday evening on my side of things, also on CBG TV, is we've got I believe it's episode number 10 of Green Crush with Alan Park.
Hey, Guy.
Hi, Guy. He's back.
I'm gonna split and come in on my laptop.
Okie dokie.
All right. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
Okay.
He's split. Nice. I have to be careful with indicas. They make me feel the same way I feel when I get depressed sometimes when I get couch locked. I don't like it.
I'm back. Hey, I'm growing tie stick. Green crack, power purple, and what? And the stars,
sorry,
haze, wild haze, and a few indicas. Yeah, the hazes, that's the sativas. Have you ever had Super Lemon Haze?
Yes, I like that.
Oh, tasty. Oh, I smoked it in my car. I didn't go anywhere. I was at an event. And he says I hate too much. And I went to the car hours later to smoke another one because I was in a place where I wasn't supposed to be smoking. And so that's why I went into my car. And I could still smell the lemon hours later in my car. Lamb's breath, yep.
We went bowling for one of the little guys' birthday, because we have a bowling alley here in town, and like it's just at the community center. But anyways, and we were there quite a long time, and so I was sitting in the car and smoking a joint just in the parking lot, and one of the elder kids came out and said, "I smell weed. Where's Al?" I poked my head out the window. I went, "Hello."
Hello. Yes, Blue Moon. It's a Jamaican strain. So, sativas, they're just scary for me. But it's a well-documented and well-known strain.
I'd like to grow some lamb's bread. Yeah, that's a nice one. But that's a coucher. Good for pain.
Well, the ash is burning on this. It said something about it was.
Is it a nice white ash?
Yeah. It's grown in cocoa, cool, hand trimmed and cool cured.
Have you tried growing in cocoa?
No. Well, maybe. I think maybe once. Maybe.
I'm wondering.
But I did. There is a Pro Mix that's got cocoa in it. I use it that way.
I wonder what the price
grow just indicas they're Blue Moon.
I wonder what the price comparison is in dirt versus other grow mediums like cocoa. And that.
Well, Pro Mix is probably, I don't know. It's like $40 a bundle. I don't know. I haven't bought. I haven't like.
So I was using Pro Mix, just your regular. The white bag. I got at the farm. I was getting bricks.
You got the what?
Bricks. The big bricks.
Bricks.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay.
like $60. Yeah, I got. They had bricks at Sweetleaf in Alderville, so I bought one. A few of them. Anyways, sorry, excuse me. They have that stuff up here, but they were all out. So I asked for alternatives, and they said they brought in some stuff to try this season called WP 420. It's for growing pot. Like it says right on it, it's manufactured to grow cannabis.
And it's a grow medium.
Yeah.
WP
it's very much like the herb and flower the herb and flower Pro Mix that I got last year when I got here. And it's got stick in it and perlite and everything. So, but now they're telling me that we can't
on Google.
We can't get any more up here.
And both the reviews on Google were positive.
For what?
5.
For what?
WP 420.
Oh, okay.
Grower mix, substrate.
It's a nice mix, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the I've already taken the stalks out, so I've thrown those away.
Okay.
But
I'm looking at the professional grade one.
That's what I got. Yeah, and it was I think $43 a bag.
Oh, it says here that it has slow release fertilizer in it. max root, which so obviously does good with your roots.
Now that you've said that, I'm wondering if the food that I've been giving it would conflict with some of that stuff.
Equivalent to 7 30-liter bags.
Purple sherbet sounds yummy.
Well, let's put it this way, because I would growers mix. That tells me it probably has a veg style food in it. Like, I don't know, obviously, and that could be a problem when you're going into bloom. But you got all nothing but males in your garden, so. Okay, they have more than one.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Al.
They have more than one according to the picture that I'm looking at here. Yeah, let me find their website. Oh, you get it at Canadian Tire.
Yeah, you can get. I got it at Home Hardware. So yeah, they have it at Canadian Tire. I've seen it there, but in town here they had it, so I grabbed it instead of the perlite this year. But it's still like. Between the food and the dirt, that's a $250 expense, and so now I'm okay to reuse the dirt is what I'm getting at. Yes.
Yeah, it's a combination, of course, Canadian.
Ooh, Canadian.
Peat moss, perlite, vermiculite, pH balance in it. Wetting agent, starter charge, and microhaze.
If I can get anything to actually start, I'll let you know how it does.
Yeah, let us know how you make out. Mind you, I've never gone to Canadian Tire to get soil. I always go to my local hydro shops and stuff like that.
Well, Wayne might even have this 420 stuff.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he may. I know he's got plant foods in there. Last time
does he have bales? He had bales at one point.
Yeah, I know he did at one point. I don't know if he does anymore. Takes up room, eh?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So this joint, just so you know, it's still burning. I can still taste it. Hasn't gone out yet. Use a germinator, Al. It'll help with warmers.
I have
I like Blue Moon there. I never heard of these cookies and purple sherbet. That looks interesting. Sounds interesting.
Yes, we can't see anything, Al.
No, I know. That's why I better rephrase that.
So I think the reason we're not getting any interaction with Facebook is because I saw a post on there that earlier that said that there's an issue happening with Facebook because they changed things again. So I like that Blue Moon, this is now the second or third time he's listened to a show and interacted with us. So if you're listening and you want to do so, you'll find us here every other week on CBGtv and 420 Radio, the Three High Guys. And there are three of us.
There are.
Yeah, two Al's and a Paul.
Two Al's is appalling.
It's appalling that he's not here, is what it is.
So Girl Scout cookies and purple sherbet.
See, that's
I've never even heard of purple sherbet.
Girl Scout cookies is one of my favorite.
Yeah. I have a friend that likes to grow from seeds and test things out. I got a couple growing outside that I cut clones off.
I need to figure out a way to get clones up here because this is fucking ridiculous. I have never grown with seeds. I've always done clones, and now I feel like I'm a fucking newbie. I hate it.
Oh, I know.
I have no idea what I'm doing with seeds at all. Clones, you get them, you stick them in the ground, and you go.
Yeah, well, seeds. Yeah, some people they'll throw the seeds in, and they'll chase the light, and then they get to the point where they just fucking flop over because they just all they did was stretched. You don't want to stretch them, right?
Yeah.
You want to keep that light. I always keep the light nice down and low on them.
These ones were stretching big time
And
I had, and I actually clipped them twice.
Oh, Blue Moon, you've never done a clone?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I put fucking seeds in 2 different paper towels and keep them soaked and stick them in a dark fucking place and let them fucking germinate. And that's what I did with these. Now they're in dirt. I'm hoping they come up. If not, I'll try again. Right?
I just wet my soil. And I actually wet my soil, put a hole in it, and throw the seed in. And
I tried that too, and it didn't work. I've tried the pucks, and it didn't work. I think what it is it was too cold, so I got a mat. I have a mat going now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. The candy cane that I had, the candy cane that I had, that is an auto. It wouldn't come up at all.
Just watch with the mat, okay? Because it can get too hot as well.
Well, I have the little holes open as well.
Okay, well, because what I end up doing, because I think the pucks get really warm when I just leave it on all the time.
I didn't use pucks this time. I used dirt. I cracked the seeds, and then I put them right into dirt this time. I didn't use the pucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Blue Moon. Not too wet or dry, man. Yeah, I put heat in there with the heat pad, but I put a timer on it.
Yeah, I'm going to put the timer on because it's got 2 plugs. So I'm going to set the timer to come on when the light is on, and then I'll figure it out. But I'm moving everything downstairs anyway, so.
Oh yeah. Well, I just because the way. I see your Blue Moon's talking about he tried the mat in the winter and he got nothing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I tried to start seeds in the winter to get them ready to put out in April, May, and I got nothing. Then I tried a second ground where I got the pad, and I ended up with 10 out of 22, and unfortunately, as I said at the beginning of the show, they all fucking mailed.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually put the mat. I put a towel, 2 layers of a towel. I put the mat in, 2 layers of the towel, and then I put the tray in that has my clones in it. So it's not actually touching the plastic tray.
You know what? That might work. I might try that.
And then I put the timer on it in order to make sure there's always heat applied. Because if it's too cold.
They'll stop,
depending on where your
and they
room
go back
is,
in.
If for example, if your room, you said your room is downstairs. If it's too cold, cold isn't good either.
No.
In order to grow in.
Well, they're right here for now, and I'm hoping that once everything goes downstairs, there's heat down there. There's lights down there. It'll be warm enough down there. I still have to put the air system in, the circulation system, the fans and shit. So.
Okay. He says, tried that, and we are not ever as old as you. You'll never catch up to us if you're right. Because maybe after we die. Okay. What we got left?
We got 3 minutes, 4
minutes. How long's your closing? Or our closing?
Not long.
Don't have one. However long we want to make it, right?
Well, I was thinking, the intro and then thank you for watching. So, you're looking at 20, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Yeah.
I'm going to do that on my show on Friday. Every time Marcel says something, I'm going to go. I should put one. I should put a ding 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 thing in there. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah.
I noticed it's getting a little cooler right here.
Yeah, it's it's supposed to be around 15 tomorrow, and yet you guys are getting heat waves still.
Yeah, we're still mid 25s. And then like over the weekend, it was really, it was warm. It was a warm weekend as well. We haven't had any single digit stuff like yourself.
Well, tonight we have a frost warning.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like chance of flurries.
Yeah, you could shut up with that shit, Al.
Brr. Very cold.
So as we were saying, I got on 420. I've got my show on Friday. Don't know what we're doing or who we're talking about, but we'll be there. Hopefully, Darcy will be there as well.
Yes.
And
even from wherever he's recovering from and on a phone, right?
Yeah, he's not as active like you are with that, Al. Al goes in for surgery. He's on the air that night. It's like, at one point, every show that I broadcasted on the station, I was involved with. Yeah. And I hated that because it was me and other people, different people with other shows, but it got to be like the Al Network, and I didn't like that. So I brought other people on. You stick them in front, and I don't have to do so much Aling.
Well, yeah, you end up in every show, and that's not what you want.
I was on every show when we were doing shows, but you hardly heard me.
Yeah, and I've been on where I've been in a situation where they're on 3 or 4 shows, and then sometimes you gotta fill in. So I'm doing I'm doing 3 shows and then fill-ins on between the two networks. Yeah,
and then guests don't show up.
Yeah,
and you got to find stuff to talk about. Like we're not planning on having a lot of guests on this show. We'll have people come and sit in, I people who want to chat with us. But it's
I have a friend that I would have invited tonight, but unfortunately, he won't be home from his 2 weeks holidays until tomorrow.
We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, so there's always next time. But if you want to sit in and be a part of the conversation, please. We'll have guests now and then, but not too much. Al has guests on his show almost every week, and so do I, now and then. So
I go. Actually, the last 2 weeks, it was.
Paul has a lot of celebrity friends that he wants to bring on the show, apparently. So.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, one is Kenny.
Hey.
Right.
So go ahead, finish.
Well, the one that we're waiting when he's not too busy is Kenny.
Yeah.
From Kenny versus Spenny.
Yep. We're Al, and Paul.
Al, and Paul. Hey, that we might have to work with that.
I thought, holy fuck, Paul, and all, right? You've been calling me all.
So I have to do our names accordingly next time.
Hi, I'm Al, I'm all, and I'm Paul. All right. Hey,
we got 1
I see
minute.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
30 seconds. See you later.
Thanks for
See you in
listening,
2
Blue
weeks.
Moon. Take care. Peace. See you next whenever. Bye now. Okay, where'd all the brand stuff goes there? Okay, there we go.
The opinions of the individuals during this broadcast are their own, and may not be the opinions of their group or other organizations they may be involved with. All medical advice during our broadcast is not a medical opinion and should be checked with your medical physician.
You are watching the Three High Guys podcast on CBGtv.com.
We are the Cannabis Broadcasting Group here at CBGtv.com.
Oh. Forgot to remove us.